All right, Curtis, thank you. Now some other news. The stories of missing and murdered people do not stop at Indigenous women. There are many missing and murdered men on tribal lands across the nation. MTN's Margaret DeMarco takes a look back at the case that remains unsolved, the murder of Matthew Grant.
So when Ashley first went missing, I feel like you could almost feel the shock through Montana's Native communities.
Tara Walker-Lyon says it is not because Ashley went missing, but it is because Ashley could have been anyone's daughter.
So now, with Ashley's disappearance coupled with my cousin Matthew's death, we need something. We need somebody to do something.
Matthew Grant went missing in December of 2016 during a winter storm. Walker-Lyon says she was not in Browning at the time, but she started seeing her family posting on Facebook asking if anyone had seen Matthew.
It was paralyzing, but my family, that's a kind of terror that I don't think you can really fathom unless you've been in those shoes.
Matthew moved from Canada to Montana just a few days before he went missing. And he was staying with family in Browning. Family members say Matthew could bring humor to any situation and he could cheer anyone up. Different
reservations all over. We're all dealing with this lack of response time. We're not being taken seriously, it feels like. I know that my family had mentioned that they would provide information and they felt like that information may not have been followed through on.
Blackfeet Law Enforcement, Bureau of Indian Affairs, and the Federal Bureau of Investigations all have jurisdiction on the tribal lands, such as the Blackfeet Reservation.
He was missing for 2 weeks before his body was dumped in an alleyway.
Walker-Lyon is now using her position as an advocate to help her family get justice for Matthew.
It feels like a wound is wide open. There's no scar tissue over that wound. It is wide open and it is gushing.
Since Ashley went missing only a few months after Matthew was found murdered, some people in Browning think their stories are coupled together. Walker-Lyon says a lot needs to change on tribal lands so the family of both Matthew and Ashley get the answers they so desperately deserve.
We need to connect these loopholes and we need to bring everybody to the table. Otherwise, this is just going to continue going.
In Browning, Margaret DeMarco, MTN News.
Now, the FBI is offering a $10,000 reward for anyone with information leading to an arrest in Matthew's case.